over the years, merchandising as a role has really evolved. Just over the last 10 years, for example, in the past, and it's interesting enough as well that 10 years ago, we were experiencing also difficulties in the economy from a recession standpoint. So here we are again. But nonetheless, back then, I would say the focus as a merchant was more on using history to determine the future. And there was a lot of reference to the past and what worked well in terms of an assortment and things of that nature. But also trend wise, it was really important to follow trends. And it was whatever was popular, let's say. And now, when you fast forward, things are very, very different. If we just talk about from a product standpoint, back then, there was really a focus on tailored clothing. The guys were wearing his fun socks, at least to kind of jazz it up, but also he was adding into his suit or his jacket a pocket square, just to add a little bit more personality. And we started to see this evolution with guys at that time. And then for women, it started to move a little bit more into comfort, even with the sneaker, for example. The wedge heel was really popular like 10 years ago. The wedge sneaker, excuse me, the wedge sneaker. And so that was an element to transitioning over to, a really strong sneaker business along with skinny jeans, which really was speaking to more of the casual, sportier elements. And we started to see people experiencing, individuality a bit more. So as a merchant, combined with watching trends and looking at history, there was also, if you move and fast forward till today, it was really about experimenting and opening your mind up to things that maybe you hadn't thought about, and not always completely just looking at the numbers, but more importantly, listening to the customer. They will absolutely tell you what it is that they're looking for. And it was really staying in tune with these customers and trying to get closer to the information that they had available to share with you so that you could respond. And so as we talk about responding to customer, but then also using technology, the advancement of technology really, really progressed as well. We were able to dig deeper with the information, with the systems that were being implemented, from merchandise assortment planning to leveraging the history to doing predictive analytics to allow for merchants to see, okay, there's something here that you tested from a category standpoint that had a huge spike and you did not necessarily invest heavily into it, but I'm telling you that there's an opportunity here and you might want to go after it. And so I think this is where, as we fast forward till today, it's a combination of things in merchandising and planning and allocation that have become more critical for merchants to listen to and to pay attention to in order to capitalize on opportunities.